Liberia Broadcasting System. The time is 2 o'clock. Next is Newsline.
Good afternoon from the National Service of the Liberia Broadcasting System. Welcome to Newsline, a 30-minute presentation of the most compelling news from Liberia and the rest of the world. Today is Tuesday, the 30th of April, 2024. My name is Vafli Kamara, and I'm presenting. In the headlines, President Joseph Boakai vows Liberia will remain a country of integrity under his government.
The policy that we're putting in place is not to please our donors, not to please our partners. It's to please the Liberian people and know that Liberia is on the move to become a nation of integrity.
Ministry of Youth and Sports condemns Monday's violence at the SKD Sports Complex.
It's being investigated.
CSA launches major policy framework seeking to save government millions of dollars on consultancy services.
Action goal was clear: to optimize the utilization of consultancy resources, maximize value for money, and ultimately bolster the government's objectives.
And away from Liberia, Joint National Army Forces kill Islamic State Sahel commander in Mali. These and many more stories, including Sports The Water Report, are coming up. First, Grace Molayeze and the News Bulletin.
President Joseph Boakai has described the launch of the National Consultancy Policy as a vital achievement of government's 100-day deliverables. President Boakai said the initiative presents a comparative framework that guarantees equitable opportunities for entities seeking consultancy services in accordance with standards, fairness, and transparency. The Liberian leader said the goal is to establish standardized procedures and benchmarks for consultancy services across the central government to ensure value for money.
The policy that we're putting in place is not to please our donors, not to please our partners. It's to please the Liberian people and know that Liberia is on the move to become a nation of integrity.
President Boakai was speaking Tuesday when he officially launched the policy, which the CSA believes will cut down cost of hiring across government entities. He thanked the CSA and partners for the policy, urging strict adherence and transparency in its implementation by government agencies. The Saver Service Agency has launched a major policy framework on the provision of consultancy services across all spending agencies of government. CSA Director General Josiah Joke told the launching ceremony in Monrovia Tuesday that the move will centralize the management and coordination of consultancy services across various government agencies. Director General Joke said, by doing so, the government will position itself to streamline the allocation of funds for consultancy services and ensure they address critical governmental needs where existing staff and capacities fall short.
The overarching goal was clear: to optimize the utilization of consultancy resources, maximize value for money, and ultimately bolster the government's objectives.
He added that prior to the initiative, resources were misapplied on extended employment contracts that failed to contribute to spending entities' operations. The National Consultancy Policy launched Tuesday by President Joseph Boakai will maximize value for money and ensure services meet the ultimate government objectives. The Ministry of Youth and Sports has, in the strongest term condemned Monday's violent incident at the Samuel Kayando Sports Complex in Painesville. Violence erupted after the final whistle in the quarter-final match between Nimba and Grand Jide counties in the ongoing National County Sports Meet. Some angry fans allegedly took to the pitch after the game in protest of referee Josephus Torgilos' controversial decision to rule a goal scored by Grand Jide County. But in an interview on the Super Morning Show Tuesday, Youth and Sports Minister Gerald Cole Bangalu described the incident as a shame and should never be repeated.
It is uncalled for and it is being investigated.
According to Minister Bangalu, the aggrieved supporters vandalized the bucket seat on the stadium and other important equipment that worth thousands of US dollars. The Youth and Sports Minister also disclosed that the referee Josephus Torgilo has been banned from all county sports meet games under the current administration. Montserrat County District 17 Representative Bernard Benson wants a collaborative effort with the executive on the passage of a bill creating the Liberia National Tourism Authority. Representative Benson said instead of President Joseph Boakai submitting a new bill on tourism, the executive should rather throw support behind the existing bill for a speedy passage. The Montserrat County District 17 representative told ELBC on Tuesday that the bill, when passed, would see a statutory authority established to encourage, promote, and develop tourism in Liberia. Representative Bernard Benson maintained that tourism is a gateway to sustainable development given its attractive revenue-generating ability. He welcomed government's inclusion of tourism in its national development plan and called for adequate budgetary support toward the sector. The local Commerce Ministry Inspectorate team in Riverview County has confiscated and destroyed over 52,000 Liberian dollar worth of expired chicken feet in Fishtown. According to our correspondent, the marketers alleged that a cold storage owner in Fishtown is intentionally selling the expired chickens to the public. But our correspondent is also quoted as saying the undisclosed cold storage owner, however, admitted to Riverview County Commerce Inspector Richard Bestman of selling the expired chicken feet. Up to press time, it has not been independently verified whether the local Commerce Inspectorate team has imposed a fine on the cold storage owner or allowed business as usual to interplay. Meanwhile, the Riverview citizens are calling on the relevant county authorities to bring the culprit to book. Dozens of young people in Salaye Lofa County are to shortly benefit from technical vocational education. The initiative will be carried out by Camp for Peace Vocational Institute following the dedication of a modern TVET facility. Camp for Peace Executive Director Abel told ELBC Tuesday students of the institution will be drilled through general agriculture, construction, and tailoring, among others. According to Mr. Liwali, the program is intended to empower young people of Lofa County to be self-reliant for the job market. The training will officially commence after the dedication of the newly constructed TVET facility this Friday.
Grace Molly is there with the news bulletin. You are listening to Newsline on ELBC Radio. One of the big stories we're following this afternoon, President Joseph Boakai vows Liberia will remain a country of integrity under his administration. Well, Monday's violent incident at the SKD Sports Complex following a match between Nimba and Grand Jide counties in the ongoing county meet has received huge condemnation. The Ministry of Youth and Sports on Tuesday, in the strongest term, condemned the violence which erupted after angry fans allegedly invaded the playing pitch, protesting against Reverend Josephus Torgilo for allegedly denying the Grand Jide County a goal scored. Youth and Sports Minister Gerald Bangalu spoke in an interview on the Super Morning Show on Tuesday.